to you, Pisces. So you actually have the High Priestess, Five of Swords, and you have the Six of Wands. So what's going on here for you represent how a lot of you are in a place where, for you, Pisces, what you've got going on is that this is really more so a situation for you, Pisces, where um, you have secret admirers, you have people who knows what they lost. They lost you, Pisces, and they could be spying on you as far as social media stalking. That is a real thing. Trust me. I've seen people stalk other people's social media page, trying to see and check up on what the person is doing. I'm letting you know right now, I've seen it. I've seen it up close and personal. Hanging out with individuals, seen it. You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen it, and it wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? And so, um, those people know what they missed out on. They missed out on you. The High Priestess, the Five of Swords, they know that they pretty much played themselves trying to overdo it when it comes to you, giving you too much of like a stupid time. It was dysfunctional. And so a lot of you, Pisces, right now, you have the Six of Wands. And so this is a situation for you, Pisces, where a lot of you right now are really just doing your thing. You don't care about about them. You're in your bag. You're staying focused on what you got to do, right? The Six of Wands represents a celebration, a victory, right? The ability to feel good about the direction of where your life is going, right? The decisions that you're making. And I'm gonna be real with you, like, part of the reason why a lot of times people can't really focus and do their own thing is because they get too caught up with partying, you know, the chasing someone, right? The chasing, the romantic fun, the partying, the sipping, if you know what I mean, the chiefing, right? It's when you get off of all of that and you're like, nah, you focused, you in your bag, you're doing your thing. That right there is when it is that you start to really focus, because there's nothing else to do. All of the distractions have been effectively moved out of the way, right? And so now that's essentially why it is that you, Pisces, feel good. It's because, yes, Pisces is exalted in Venus. Venus is exalted in Pisces. But Venus is really about self-love and self-respect. So that's what a lot of you Pisces are doing, respecting yourselves, right? This last connection that you had, where it was a wild situation, like I said before, where you were getting to know different people, and one of the people that you were getting to know didn't know how to let go, and they was lying, and then you get to know this person, and then they turn out to be like the other person that didn't know how to let you go, but they just took a different approach and all of that. This really showed you, Pisces, something, and it showed that this is the reason why you, Pisces, can't take these people seriously in that regard. And so what's really going on for you, Pisces, is that what you got going on is what you, Pisces, really got going on is you're in a place where you're focusing on yourself, because it's like, you know that a lot of people can't really handle being around you, and it's not because you're bringing people down based upon the way that you act, is that you're too thorough, you know what I mean, and when you're different, you know what I mean, a lot of people are not going to know how to deal with you. A lot of people are accustomed to dealing with dysfunctional people, so they're going to throw their projections onto you. And so now you have the King of Swords and the Page of Pentacles here. And the King of Swords and the Page of Pentacles represents you're not trying to go back and forth with another person about stupid stuff. You're basically trying to move forward with your life, trying to be better. They're supposed to be on this journey of self-discovery and loving you, and you love them, and they're not willing to do it. They're coming up with they're manufacturing or artificially creating all of these stupid scenarios as to why you and them are not fit or constantly putting on edge this relationship, a lot of you Pisces just see this isn't what it is that you want. And so the Page of Pentacles for you represent how a lot of you are in a place. A lot of you Pisces, oh, that's my peoples. A lot of you Pisces are also in a place where a lot of you Pisces have your eyes on a prize. You know, you want to just focus on work and your own vitality, your own health, work, get into the bag. And, you know, maybe time for family if your family is close. A lot of Pisces, I know a lot of your family members are pretty close. You love your family and all of that. And I know a lot of Pisces in real life. Trust me when I tell you. And so a lot of you Pisces are in a place where you just focus in doing your thing. You handling your business. And so the thing is that the Queen of Wands and the Two of Cups here represents how a lot of you very much so, you're not really preoccupied with like trying to have someone who would come in and be noisy, be in your life, right? Because a lot of you Pisces, I ain't even gonna lie, the Queen of Wands, Two of Cups, you know what I'm saying? Then you have the Knight of Cups. You're starting to look at it like a lot of these modern day relationships, again, are a distraction. A lot of you Pisces are starting to look at it like that. Everyone isn't a distraction, but you also understand that you got to really kind of time or really regulate or like pay attention to the quality of the person whom you hanging around. You feel what I'm saying? And so the situation for you is that the World card and the Empress is about how a lot of you are pretty much in a position where the World card and the Empress for you is all about how a lot of you Pisces, also the World card, things are happening for you, manifesting, things are working for you, right? And so because of that, it's just furthermore a self-fulfilling cycle. Like, okay, the work that you put in is paying you. The work that you put in is paying you. And because of that, you doing your thing. Because of that fact, the work that you're putting in is paying you. You're doing your thing. You handling your business. And so it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's something where you Pisces don't want to take time away from doing what you're doing, because too many distractions can get you too many things to do, too many other things to do other than what you want to do, can end up having you slipping and not have you like focus on what you Pisces want to do. And again, the Empress, right? A lot of you Pisces very much so are just accustomed to people not like just accustomed to relationships not going the way that you wanted it to, because here they come with the projections. And you know what I mean? You get with these people, they seem perfect. And I've heard a lot of you Pisces tell me that too. You seem perfect. Not you, they seem perfect. You actually you're not perfect, but you actually have some value to you. They get into a relationship with you because the two of you agree upon it. You're still able to maintain where you are at a very high level. They start falling off, you know. Come to find out, they can only keep up this high level of efficiency for a certain amount of time. They're not this. The cars are rented. They're not this. They're not that. This isn't real. This is not a real thing. This isn't actually really what's going on and all of that. And so the situation with that is a lot of you Pisces are really in a place where a lot of you very much so are at a point where you just see this. And like I said, you Pisces just see it like, you know, they're kind of in the way. You know what I mean? Like anybody comes into your life and they're trying to get sweet with you, they would really be more like in the way, because you're doing your thing, right? And you know, you don't have anybody, a lot of you, but at least you don't have to deal with an individual that will essentially get in the way. You know, like, don't you notice that? Like, don't you notice that a lot of the times when you engage with people, how it is that, you know, they cool, and then when you get into a relationship, they turn into a whole other different person. And usually turning into a different person in that sense, when you get yourself into a relationship, is supposed to be good because you're growing. And people who know you outside of the relationship, if they haven't seen you for a long time, maybe they may see you often, but they'll see the good that the relationship is doing for you, especially if it's a good relationship. But then there's also the other change where it's like either you change or they change, and like for the worse. And then like when they change for the worse, it's like you see how it is that they go from being cool, and then the next thing you know, they're having a harder time letting you be wherever you are, right? Like when you were where you were, everything was cool because they were trying to act like they were the good significant other. And then after a certain amount of time happened, now all of a sudden they want you all to their self. You can't go anywhere. You're on lockdown, you know what I'm saying? 23 hours a day. And you're like, you know, like it's now it's starting to kind of interfere or kind of interrupt or blend into the other things that you got going on. And that's how you end up falling off. So let's clarify the Emperor. Temperance, Five of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Two of Wands, and then you have the Moon card. So what's going on here for you is that this is to clarify the Empress, right? For you Pisces, right? So this is Libra. And remember, Pisces is exalted in Venus. Venus rules over Libra and Taurus. So you Pisces, definitely, right? You have that kind of Venus energy where self-respect, taking good care of yourself, making sure that you're you're taking good care of yourself. The Temperance, the Five of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords just represents how, you know, you just kind of see how maybe it will be a one-person show for a little bit. And then, you know, even if someone does come through, they're gonna have to be the real deal, you know. You're ready. No one who's playing games is gonna last long with you. It's not going to work. You know, they will try to run it on you and it's not going to work. You will see that, and a lot of you Pisces will vanish. You will get out of Dodge. You're not dealing with that. And so, you know, you're covered. You know, you're good. You're covered. Right now, Pisces are in your bag. You're taking good care of yourself, working, a lot of you. Not only that, but a lot of you also handling your business, doing what you got to do, and you're not slipping. And the Two of Wands and the Moon card. Moon is Pisces in the Tarot. So you showed up in your own reading as well. Two of Wands, the Moon card. And like a lot of people don't like the fact that you're doing your thing without them. But at the same time, they ain't want to hear anything that you had to say, right? You know, those types of disruptive individuals where you're trying to tell them to relax because you will dump them because they're going to have to work with you and not against you. You know what I mean? Like, you feel me? Like, I do this YouTube thing. I don't care. Like, if I'm going to be in a relationship with anybody, they have to either leave me alone and respect it, or respect it and come help me. If they can't do one of those things, and I'm talking about long term, I spend a lot of my time doing this because that's how devoted I am to this. And I'm minding what pays me. It pays me back in return for putting in all this effort. So I'm not just doing this unrequited. And so the situation with that is that, you know, a person who doesn't respect this, doesn't want to understand this, they gotta go. Person that they want to handle, okay, they can handle their own thing, but handle it over there. You know, they can handle their own thing, but handle it over there somewhere. For me, step to me, this gonna have to be on my turf. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to get the YouTube channel 200K. We're at 29,460 something. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. If you Pisces want to come through and get a personal reading, the link to that is in the comment section below. Appreciate all the support. I'm growing super quickly thanks to all my zodiac signs. Appreciate y'all. Peace.